What's up, y'all? We back at it, man. We just got the latest episode of One Punch Man Season 3. Actually, episode 3, too, now that I think about it. And I gotta say, this was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. And what stood out to me the most was this conversation right here between this guy and Zombie Man. I don't know why, but the way this guy spoke of Saitama in this episode was just, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. And how he just said Saitama was that one person who removed his limiter, but he was just an ordinary man. He lived the ordinary life. Everything about him was ordinary, but he removed his limiters without even being aware of it. And now he became so strong. And some of us may look at Saitama as this guy who's super powerful, who could defeat everybody with one punch. But I like what this guy of the organization said, how he said Saitama was lonely. He said he became so powerful. You have it where Zombie Man says, like, yo, if he released his limiters, that's impossible. He's got to be some type of drawback. And you have the man saying, like, yeah, there was one. He did have to pay a price. He worked out so hard that he lost all his hair. And then you could look at him, you know, you could see that after he defeated, what was his name, Kabuto? After he defeated him with one punch, you could look at him and tell by his demeanor that this man was lonely. He was lonely because he became so powerful. You could see that within him. And I just like the way this guy broke that shit down to Zombie Man and just explained how, you know, how Saitama really is. And he was able to do all that just by witnessing what Saitama was able to do in one battle. And I don't know why. That shit really stole me. And I know some people are going to be like, this episode wasn't all that. It was trash. You know, haters are going to hate. And you know what I'm saying? Everyone's entitled to their opinion. Hey, I got no hate for people who hate the episode. But my whole thing is, like, the dialogue alone in the beginning of this episode was enough for me to enjoy it before I even got to the other stuff we've seen in this episode. That's just me. Not only that, I gotta mention, man, like, the sound effects is just crazy for this series. Like, it just really have you feeling like you're engaged in the battle. I really like it. And then at the same time, while the conversation going on, we got Garou facing off against this, what was his name? The Reaper. And I ain't gonna lie, this battle was just beautiful. I think they did a great job. Like I said, it's not the best thing they've ever done, you know what I'm saying, that I've ever seen with the series, but I still think this was a very enjoyable battle. Just seeing these two go at it and just clash blades versus fists. And I don't know, I always like the Fang fighting style. And then you had this scene right here where your boy is dodging all the attacks from this Reaper guy. And I just thought it looked really nice, man. Like, the way they had him moving. I mean, despite, hey, look, you might hate it, but I think they did a great job on the movement for this battle. Now, some parts do look a little wonky. As you can see right here, he does look a little wonky. But I think that's just to showcase how fast he's moving, that everything just kind of comes off as a blur. And I don't know, I just really thought this was a great moment. Like, this episode really started off super good, in my opinion. Just seeing this battle go down. And again, like I said, having this guy talk to Zombie Man, and how he was talking about Saitama and saying, like, yo, he suffers from loneliness, you know, and that comes with overwhelming power. I really love this part. Now, the only thing I probably would have did differently with this is I would have had it in sections. Like, I don't like the going back and forth between two different scenarios. I feel like this should have been one whole part straight through, and then the part with you know, Garou should have been a part straight through. Now, I get why they did it, because they were talking about the evolution of man and how powerful a person can become, well, you know, once they get past their limiters, and how some, you know, pretty much everyone has limiters outside of Saitama. I get why they were doing that, showcasing both scenarios or both scenes at the same time, because it went with the conversation. But at the same time, I would have rather it been separate. But yo, I really just enjoyed the dialogue that the guy from the evolution, the old evolution place, was having with Zombie Man. I thought it was pretty cool. And then, like, the battle again where we got to see Garou face off against these two guys. It was these two monsters. It was good. I really enjoyed it. Look at the scene, like, and one thing you can't deny when it comes to season 3, the art is just so top notch. This may be some of the best art when it comes to One Punch Man outside of the actual manga. Like, I mean, I feel like the art in this is even better than season 1. I'm not saying the animation. Listen closely. Not saying the animation. I'm just saying the overall art and the panels looks way better. Looks way better than season 1. Like, these, like, come on, you can't deny this. You cannot deny this. But again, you have it where these monsters pull a trick where they use the kid as a way to catch Garou off guard, you know, to sneak up on him. And you have it where this sword guy just pretty much, I don't know how the hell Garou could survive something like that. Like, he sliced his ass up. And then you got this funny moment with, you know, Saitama, where he's trying to get everyone out of his house, but of course no one wants to leave. And then eventually you have it where Genos creator, or the guy who does mechanic work on Genos, actually shows up with food, and because of that, Saitama was like, yo, everybody could stay. The kid ended up getting kidnapped. So like I said, there's a lot of good moments in this episode. Is it the best I've ever seen? No. Was it very enjoyable? Yes. And then just knowing what's up ahead, and I think they did a pretty good job for what we've seen. Then we also get the battle with the ninjas. Now, some of it looked wonky, but at the same time, some of it looked good. In fact, you know, the battle with these ninjas kind of reminded me of, like, the animation style for this kind of reminded me of like some fairy tale. I don't know, maybe it's just me who feel like that. But they had some cool scenes though, I ain't gonna lie. Like the motherfucker right there, the motherfucker running up the waterfall and jumping off. Like, yo, you know how fast and strong you gotta be to run up a damn waterfall? I mean, that shit was kind of, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was kind of clean. That shit was kind of clean running up the waterfall. But you know what I'm saying? It was some wonky parts in this battle, but I enjoyed it. But for the most part, what really made this episode stand out was the dialogue. It was the best part, in my opinion. Not just the conversation with the evolution guy and Zombie Man, but the conversations with the monsters and the head monster association, and then even with you know, the monsters talking to the kids that they captured. You know, you have this slime monster saying like, you know, all the preparations they made to prepare for the S rank heroes, every one of them are gonna die. I like that conversation as well, because they were showing certain monsters, and if you read the manga, you know what's gonna happen. But if you're anime only, I guess you just have to wait and see. But I like that. And one thing I don't like is the dude that's in prison right here. The rich guy. I don't like the way he treats the kid. The other kid that's in there with him. I didn't like it in the manga. Definitely don't like it in the anime. I will say they do have him looking a lot better in the anime than he does in the manga. I don't know why. Maybe it's been a while since I read that chapter, that arc. But I was thinking he looked more like his father. I mean, he's dressed like his father, but he looks a lot different. I don't know, maybe it's just me, man. Maybe I need to go back and reread that arc. But let me know your thoughts on this episode. How do y'all feel about it? Did you enjoy it? Do you dislike it? Do you feel like it's improving from episode 1 of this season? Do you feel like it's on the same level? Very curious to hear y'all thoughts on it. But overall, as a whole, I enjoyed this episode. Is it my favorite episode so far? I would say episode 2 probably was the best. This would be second best, and then the first episode would be last place. But granted, we only got 3 episodes to rank. But let me know y'all thoughts down below. If you like the video, thumb it up, please subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace.